Black business and entrepreneur facts. The good, the bad, and the way forward. I made that up. So, the Brookings Institute, Driving Prosperity, How Black-Owned Businesses Fueled Recent Economic Growth. And there are your authors and publishers right there. Just released February 19, 2025. Very recent. White people own 81.1% of the employer businesses. Asian Americans own 11.1%. Hispanics own 7.9%. And then you have black folks. Out of the largest racial demographics, we come in last at 3.3% of the employer businesses. So out of the four major racial groups, we absolutely come in last. Black-owned businesses increased from 2.2% in 2017 to 3.3% in 2022. This representation is still far below Black Americans' 14.4% share of the U.S. population. So our goal as a community should be to eclipse that. If we represent 14.4% of the population, we need to own at least 15% of the businesses. Since 2017, Black female-owned businesses increased by 71.6%. And I know these are hot topics in the Black community, so let me just explain. As I stated before, but in 2017 to 2022, Black female-owned businesses increased by 71.6%, which is a higher rate than Black-owned and female businesses overall. That's another quoted line that you hear in relationship discussions when I've heard Black women say, we own the most businesses. No, remember, like I said, and this is just for the Black women who think that that means that Black women own the most businesses as entrepreneurs. No, it's just for that snapshot. You guys have increased a lot, 71.6%. And honestly, I don't know why that's not applauded by Black women on their own. Instead of conflating the information, just tell the truth. Black women have done very well between that 5-year gap in regards to starting businesses and owning businesses. That should be applauded. You don't have to put sauce on it. Just leave it at that. But one thing we rarely talk about is if Black men's businesses actually increase. Total revenue of Black female-owned employer businesses increased by 82.1%, while Black male-owned employer businesses saw a 63.9% increase in total revenue. Okay, so Black men increased also. Black male-owned employer businesses saw greater increases in the number of employees, 43.7%, and annual payroll, 75.4%, than their female counterparts, who increased their employee count by 31.8% and payroll by 67.9%. So even though they juxtapose it against, Black women, Black men are doing very well, and also Black women are doing very well in regards to increasing their number of employees and their annual payroll. So we both win. It shouldn't be any fight or trying to put sauce on the statistics. There you have it. Good job, Black community. Roughly 70,000 new Black-owned employer businesses created. Just talked about that. Fewer than half, 32,000, were female-owned, despite female people comprising 51.8% of the U.S. Black population. So Black men actually started new owned employer businesses from 2017 to 2022. But that doesn't negate the fact that Black women increased their business ownership during that time frame. Pew Research just put this out around the same time Brookings put their report out, February 12, 2025. They simply updated a couple things as well. And who are the Black business owners? So here we go. There are more likely to be men than women. Some 54% of Black-owned business firms in 2022 had men as their majority owners, while 39% had women as the majority owners. Another 7% had equal male-female ownership. So that is important in these spaces because we kind of get things mixed up. And I touched on that in the Brookings report. Black women increased very much during that 5-year time span, 2017 to 2022. But when we talk about entrepreneurship and businesses owned, the majority of them are headed by Black men. So that is an overall aspect of Black businesses. But that does not take away from Black women's 71.6% increase of their business ownership between 2017 and 2022. Both need to be applauded. Make sense? We good? Okay.